Welcome to Watch Symposium. I'm Austin. All right, continuing on the same train of thought as when I talked about attraction, I want to talk about balance and equality, but let's just touch on attraction again. There were some good comments, but some confusion. Some people thought that you could only be attracted to one watch. Now, that's the case with me. I'm really only attracted to one watch in as far as I'm willing to spend Rolex money on a watch. You know, do I like Patek? Yeah. But I wouldn't even really spend Rolex money on a Patek, okay? But can you be attracted to more than one watch brand? Yes, of course. Can you be attracted to more than one woman? Well, ask yourself that. Of course you can. Now, again, it doesn't mean you're going to act, but attraction is a very primal thing, and once you start bringing in reasons and appreciation of why you appreciate it, you kind of lose it. Now, attraction is, in the primal sense, it's very reactive. It's there or it's not, and it's you're drawn or you're not. You're repelled or you're drawn in. And it's very physical. It has to do with aesthetics. Now, an interesting thought experiment is think about a Rolex. All right, think about a Pepsi. Okay, have it in your mind. Think about it. Very attractive watch. Oh, all of a sudden you look down and it's not really a Rolex. It's a Steinhardt. Well, all of a sudden is the attraction not there? Well, the physical nature of that watch attracted you, and it's still a beautiful watch. You'd have to admit. I mean, it has the same curves as Rolex, but it's sort of like a lady boy of a watch. You look a little bit closer and you realize it's underneath the hood. It's not what you expected, and just like many human beings that have the female form, the initial attraction could be there, and you might have to admit that, objectively speaking, attraction. Okay, but under the hood, it's not what you thought it was. Okay, and that's not to say that objectively attraction's not there, but in that sense you might not act on it. You might not want to get that Steinhardt or that Rolex that you thought was real, but realize is a fake because under the hood it's not really what you thought it was. And that's when reason kicks in. You might still say, I gotta admit it was attractive and I was attracted to it, but can't go there. Okay, anyway, let's move on. Let's talk about balance. Well, there's a couple ways to talk about balance and think about balance in a collection. Now, of course, Pontiff, he sort of defines it as a GMT watch, a dive watch, a dress watch. What's the other one? Chronograph. Okay. That's a good objective definition, and I think if you ask his advice, he's going to come out that from that sort of perspective. Now, do I have balance in my collection? Well, by that definition, no. But by my own definition and from a different perspective, I think I do. Now, I've got steel sports Rolexes, and the balance that I am talking about is the fact that those watches can all handle the same kind of abuse. They're all similarly water resistant. They can go in the ocean. They can have yogurt drooled on them by babies. They function in very similar ways, and those are the ways that I sort of are important to me. Having that aesthetic, but also having the water resistance and the strength and that steel strength. So in that sense, my collection is balanced in that in any given situation, any of those three watches will work for me. All right. Now, if I were to replace one of them with, say, a Patek Calatrava, now again, it's going to be aesthetically more balanced from the perspective of Archie, but in terms of my life and my routines and what I expect of a watch, that watch is not going to be able to used in the same sort of situation. You know, I'm going to the beach and I can't take the Calatrava, but I could take any of the other 3 watches, right? I'm getting ready to feed my daughter, who is likely going to pull food out of her mouth and rub it all over the place, including my arms and my hands and stuff. Okay, that doesn't happen a lot, but, you know, messes do happen. I wouldn't really feed a baby with a Calatrava, okay? I just wouldn't want the mess on the leather strap. So, you know, as far as, you know, Archie's conception of balance, I get it, but I hope you guys can see my conception of balance and the fact that all of those watches function in very similar circumstances. Of course, GMT versus a dive watch, but I never have to worry about rain. I never have to worry about you know, going to the beach or any sort of situation. They all function similarly in, you know, all situations, and that gives me a sense of balance, in the sense that I don't have to think, okay, well, you know, is it gonna rain today, or you know, am I gonna have to, if I wear this watch, even though it goes with the suit better, you know, will I have to worry about it getting, you know, messy, or, you know, that kind of thing. So anyway, just 2 different takes on the idea of balance. Take care. See you next time.